Let's get it, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Today we're going to do scissor cutting on hair. I'm going to just shape it up a little bit. And really, I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. I shaped it probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And it's still maintaining. Just need to clean it up a little bit. Make sure it's neat and clean and pretty much even. I'm not a professional. I have done a lot of volunteer work on cutting other people's hair. I can cut other people's hair a lot better than I can cut mine because I can actually see theirs. And sometimes even I use a 3-sided mirror. Today I'm going to be using just a hand mirror and a pair of scissors, a comb, got a brush, and we even have a smaller comb for, tight spaces and to pull the hair out so I can know how long it is with these tines on the comb. Let's get started. So when I first start, you'll see me kind of not looking in the camera, but sometimes I will look into the camera when I'm trying to make a specific point. Let me see. So, what I do first is look at the hair, of course. I comb it out. And so when you comb it out, you can see I call them strays and stragglers of the hair sticking up above the style. And those are the things that I'm trying to cut because I'm just trying to clean it up. I'm not trying to really cut it because I'm trying to do it pretty quickly because it doesn't need much. The only thing I have to do after I do this is line it up. I'll line that up off camera, and then sometime when I do a complete haircut, I'll do it all on camera. So, not a professional, remember that, but this is for the people who don't want to pay exorbitant prices for a haircut. It's taken me years to get to this point to where it doesn't look like a hot mess on a regular. It used to look like a hot mess on the regular. My friends, as beautiful as they are, got on my nerves because they kept telling me it looked good. And then when I get to some real good light, it looked like a hot mess. But guess what? It did give me encouragement, so I thank them. And it kept me pushing forward to now it kind of looks a little better. Doesn't look like I came out of a hair salon or a barber shop, but it is good enough to run around with, right? So, a comb, a brush, and a smaller comb for smaller areas, the taller comb for taller areas, and the brush, you want to be able to brush things down. See how it's gonna look when you brush the hair down. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'll be quiet for a little while because I'll be cutting the hair. So I think I'm gonna start in the back. I don't know if you guys can see the back, but I'm gonna start in the back because I kind of just need to kind of clean it up. If you can see on the side over here, I have a line of thicker hair here. So as you can see, it needs to be trimmed up a little bit. So we're going to start right here because when I'm feeling on my head, which you're really not supposed to be putting your hands in your hair all the time, I'm feeling the thickness of it and how it's not matching the other side. So, you can cut up or you can cut down. I tend to cut up a lot, but I will go down like this in certain areas. Like I said, I'm just cleaning up. See that part right there is pretty thick, so we want to get it to match the other areas of the hair so it doesn't look crazy. You want to trim that down, just take off the stragglers. And you want to take your comb and you want to lift that up and see how that blends all together. So you still see a line here. And then you comb your hair, how you're going to wear it. And you see I got a lot of gray, but still a little black. I also have some, I guess, genetic balding effects. So I really need to start using different hair products to get that back together, because it's a balding pattern that's genetic in my family. So believe it or not, we all will eventually get it. And like I said, I'm not a pro, so if you see some flaws, you can point them out. I don't have a problem with that, because good constructive criticism is one of the best things that you can get to get better in any profession. So anytime that I'm doing something and you may see me not doing it right, I would love for you to say something, because I want to get better, and I have gotten better. So I even appreciate all the heads that I got the chance to practice on and do what it do. So see, I'm not going to do too much, because whenever I try to do too much, that's when I completely mess up my haircuts. Because I at one point in time, I was always trying to be perfect. But now I understand my limitations. So I don't try to be perfect. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep it neat and clean. So, or when I'm out and about, it looks halfway decent. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Clean this up a little bit and see what it does. Yeah, well, we still got a little bit more on this side to do, because as I'm looking in the mirror, I see that it's not contoured right. So I'm getting it, trying to get it contoured right, so when the final product comes out, it looks a little better. So, and one thing about it, I do enjoy cutting hair, and because a lot of times when I cut people's hair, I'm able to talk with them, and they're able to talk with me, and we can go back and forth, and it's a wonderful thing. It's not perfect over here. But I'll be doing some more in the front. Just really trying to get the back done. Just to look presentable. And that you put your mirror at different angles to be able to get the desired effect. So when you put it at different angles, you can see some of the things that you have missed while you're cutting. And this is like I have clippers and things like that. But this is what I'm doing now, is if you just need a touch-up, this is just about all you need. So your scissor cutting can actually save you some money also. And it saves you time if you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. But it would definitely save you money. You know, for sure, for sure, for sure. That's a definite. So like I said, mine's going to never be perfect. But, and then now I'll start a little bit, show you guys a little bit on the front. You might not get a chance to see the complete haircut, but just to show you a little of what I'm doing to keep this hair and keep me out of a barber shop. I do thank my nephew Aaron when I was in Detroit. He took me to get a line up, which I really needed. And so we had a good time together. So it was a beautiful fellowship and interacting. He's a grown man now. I could put a little input in, but he gonna auntie me. Be like, auntie, I'm grown now. You ain't got to fuss, so I don't have to fuss at him anymore. He's a grown man. He's making good decisions, and I don't know if I told you guys, but he's going, as a matter of fact, his picture right now is on all the buses, smart buses that are in the Tri-County area of Detroit. So that's Oakland, Macomb, and I believe Wayne County, because their buses go to Wayne County. Not a lot, but enough to help people get back and forth to work in the suburbs. So yeah, so that's my little nephew on the bus. He's doing great things, and he's being featured with the other guys on the bus. So he's the one that's going to be in the middle, and I'm proud of him. And congratulations, Aaron, on such a great accomplishment. You're doing big things, and Auntie is proud of you. So I don't have to fuss, because he know I was fussing. Like, hey, I like, you know, I like my nephews and nieces to be doing great things. And your other cousins are doing great things in life, and I want you to be right there and be successful. And guess what? He's doing what it does to become very successful and to have his own business one day in his field, because he'll have the experience and he'll have the know-how, and one day he can venture out on his own. And so I'm proud of that. So yeah, so one day, I told y'all about the story, one day I was practicing on his head, and honey, I messed that head up. And can I say that my nephew was so gracious about that haircut. We laughed for hours. He was like, Auntie, look at my hair. It is jacked up, and it was jacked up. I apologized profusely about that haircut because, honey, it was tired. And he was like, Auntie, I know you just practicing and you learning, and you know, and he said I could get a haircut next week. It'll grow back. And so for that, I'm like so thankful that he did not clown, honey, because it was real warranted. He was like, I'm gonna be wearing the hat 24/7 till I get my haircut. And I think it was like probably like a Thursday or a Friday when I had actually done it. And he was getting ready to go get a haircut anyway, and he was gonna have to go get one anyway. After that haircut, it was time. But since then, we laugh about that. We laughed about it that day. And, you know, that's just one of your lifetime memories that you have with your nieces and nephews and your family and friends. And so make memories out there, people, because when my nephew think about his auntie, he know I'm the fussing auntie. He know I am the fussing auntie, but he also knows I'm the fun auntie. I'm the one we can hang out. We can enjoy life. We can have deep conversations because I be on their head. My boy Lance, where Lance hit you at? Check in, nephew. If y'all haven't heard about Lance Hitch, look him up. Look him up on YouTube. Look him up on Spotify. All the things. All the streaming services for music. Apple, all that. Lance Hitch. Check him out, y'all. He good. He got that anthem. He got the Father's Day anthem, so y'all better get it. So next Father's Day, y'all can be playing your anthem. Because he got it going on. And he doing what it do. Taking care of the kids. Taking care of the little girl. And he just doing it. So I'm proud of him. And I just wanted to give him a little shout out, y'all. Because, he doing what he do. He doing what he enjoy. Want to, give a shout out to my nephew, Chris. He doing what he doing. I'm proud of him. Got his shit together. Excuse my language, y'all. But that's very important to living a good life. Is getting your stuff together. And he got it together. Proud of you, boy. So yeah. So I was always been fussing at him. All my nieces and nephews. Most of my nieces, I don't have to fuss at them too much. But some of them I have had to get in their behind, honey, because life is important. And the way that you live it is even more important. And, who you share this life with. And who you listen to. So, I done had to get in everybody behind a time or two. Some I never had to get in there behind because they saw the light, early. And just been doing what they supposed to do. So yeah, so the Auntie Val was proud of them. And they let me know too. They be like, Auntie Val, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm so proud of them because all my fussing paid off. A lot of times people be fussing at me for fussing. Sometimes you gotta put your foot down. You can't be cool all the time. I'm cool 99% of the time, but sometimes you can't be cool. You got to be telling them what's happening because life is what it is. If my grandson see this, shout out to Bryce. Shout out to Bryce. He going through some issues right now, but hopefully he can get his mind right and his situation right, and he know we gonna support him all the way. So good luck, grandson. I love you. But yeah, so it's looking a little better, and like I said, it ain't never gonna be perfect. One thing I know, that perfection ain't gonna be over here. I just want to make sure that it's neat and clean and presentable, and that I can rock with it and feel decent. Because I know that a good haircut, it makes everybody feel better. They get a little extra walk. They be talking stuff after they get the haircut. I just smile, and especially the ones that I cut, and anybody cut. But I always I always will tell somebody, say, whoever did your hair, they did an excellent job because they understood your head, and they made it just tailored just for you, and it looks good. So I'm always complimenting people because I feel that's for me, it's a great part of life because even in my own city where I come from, people think that I'm like too friendly. Because I'll speak to everybody. Because I think everybody deserves to be spoken to. It doesn't matter who you are and what your station in life is. I think you deserve to be acknowledged as a human being. So I will acknowledge if somebody does something great, or you look good, or you smell good. I'm definitely going to tell you. Be like, you smell good, or you look so nice, or I done told people they was the sharpest person in the room. Because they were. And hey, I'm not going to be a hater. I was sharp too now. Don't get it twisted. But they had laid their outfit out. And it stood out. And I congratulated them on it. And going to keep doing those types of things. Because sometimes we don't know. Nobody might have told them their outfit was nice. Or that they looked good in it. And so, here I come. I like to make people feel good about themselves. So, it is what it is. So, people, it is not done because I have to do some stuff on the front and do this side also. But my video is a little long, so guess what, you guys? I appreciate you looking. I appreciate you listening. Hey, shout out to Atlanta Avenue with Drizzle Dollar. That episode that came out Sunday was fire. Today is Monday. But that episode, fire. I'm liking your directorship. I'm liking the placement of the actors. I liked the placement of the music too. You went on the theme. I liked that. I paid attention. Drizzle, I do pay attention because, like I said, I wrote, directed, written, and did a commercial. Well, it was a commercial contest, but I was able to come in second place, even though I uploaded my video 24 hours before the deadline, and it had been thousands upon thousands of entries. So I understand what you're doing with the editing. I'm appreciating that. It's getting better. I would check out on some lighting, though. Just a little bit of lighting. Check them out. Go back and look. But other than that, dog, you is the man. But hey, shout out to everybody. Like I said in previous videos, I hope your holiday season is wonderful. Make this holiday season not about gifts, but you be the gift. Make yourself a gift. I'm saying, go be a gift to someone. Go visit somebody you haven't seen in years. Reach out to somebody you haven't seen in years. You be the gift. Gifts don't always have to cost money. They don't always have to cost money. And I know that for sure. Sometimes people just need you to be the gift. So go out there, y'all, and be the gift. And tell somebody you love them, too. Hey, appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.